So, first of all, let me introduce you to one of our most established filmmakers. She was also the first person to shoot inside number 10, although, unfortunately, she missed. And she's going to talk to us about the documentary entries. Ladies and gentlemen, Jenny Barraclough.
Well, we had 2 days of very exciting viewing, and I was tremendously impressed by the variety and the originality of the entries. In fact, I thought that we so-called professionals could learn a thing or two from what we saw. The only sadness was that there were so few documentaries, with the exception of a very good one about Cyprus called Peace on the Line and another about Palestinians. But most of them were really rather dull. It surprises me that people prefer to make dramas, because with all the paraphernalia of scripts, actors, props, I think they're very difficult to set up and to pull off. I mean, why create an artificial drama when all around you is the drama of real life? I mean, just look in your local newspaper and you'll see half a dozen stories that could make marvellous documentaries, and all you need is yourself, a camera, and a sound recordist. A well-made documentary can be such a potent thing. It can move you, inspire you, it can influence opinion, and it can make governments change their mind. And may I remind all those would-be Hugh Hudsons that distinguished directors like John Borman, Roland Joffe, Ken Russell, and dozens of others all started life as documentary directors. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. Next, let me introduce the eminent screenwriter, Trevor Griffiths. Trevor is going to talk to us about the drama entries.
Overall, I think it's fair to say that no major issue of our times wrote itself upon the imagination of our filmmakers this year. Many were simply content to write within known genre, thrillers, chillers and the like, mimicking old effects rather than originating new ones. Very few attempted comedy, and those who did achieved little in the writing that was either fresh or funny. As to the sparse entry that addressed itself to a realer world, the writing suffered in the main from a surfeit of naturalism and a corresponding absence of resonant imaging. There was, though, in most of them, some taut and well-heard dialogue upon which their actors could base credible and occasionally powerful performance. What might have seemed a faintly disappointing experience was rescued, for me at least, by the emergence of one truly arresting and original piece of work, whose writing, imaging and playing bonded seamlessly around a set of deeply felt and very personal meanings. Watching that really did make me powerfully aware how real the experience of a real film can be.
Thank you, Trevor. Next, let me introduce you to the animator behind Thomas the Tank Engine, which, for those of you who don't know, is the steam engine that talks in a Liverpool accent and gets someone else to do its drum solos. Ladies and gentlemen, David Mitton.
Thank you, Tony. This year, the Showreel Awards come at an important time in British broadcasting. The recent white paper launches a new era in demand for visual entertainment. In professional television, much more emphasis will have to be put on programs for a global market. Therefore, it was with a great deal of interest that I viewed finalists of this year's competition. It is rewarding to see that up-and-coming filmmakers, amateurs or collegians, are thinking globally. The standard of filmmaking was very good, and the final judgments were difficult to make. But there has to be a winner, and I feel that those selected thoroughly deserve their prizes. I really do hope you all keep up the good work. Don't give up just because you haven't won this time, or get complacent if you have. Concentrate on what you know you're best at. I wish you all the very best of luck in this new and very exciting age, and please remember that the goal for all of us who make movies is to entertain. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Now, as you know, the last time Britain won a gold medal in a track event at the Olympic Games was in Hugh Hudson's Chariots of Fire. We had been hoping that Hugh, who is a Showreel judge, would be with us today, but unfortunately he's been thinking so globally, he's still in Los Angeles, from where he sends us this message.
Let me tell you how completely amazed I was by the power and passion of some of the films. And I suppose this is because of the spontaneity of the non-professional. And it is those instincts that are so impressive. Now, a film like A Drop Too Many, well, it's so direct, so simple, and therefore so compelling. And it could have been made, frankly, by a professional filmmaker making a film for the Central Office of Information. And then Coffee-Coloured Children, which obviously comes from raw personal experience. I suppose the message is ultimately only do something that really pleases you, that you really have a passion for, because nothing else is really worthwhile.